Hey guys, welcome back to Ferrigno Freedom Channel. I'm Dante Ferrigno, and I am coming to talk to you again about the ChefMaker. You know, Thanksgiving is right around the corner, and of course that means Black Friday comes right after that, and Dreo is having a wonderful special on the ChefMaker. You'll be able to go to the Amazon link and get it for 41% off. That's $144 off the regular price. That's going to make it $215. Normally $379. This AI smart machine has just been fantastic as far as doing things with meat that I have just been blown away by, because I always get a perfectly cooked steak. I get it exactly at the temperature I want. I don't lose any moisture in the process, so the steak is juicy and delicious every single time. But you know, I want to come and talk to you about some other things that the ChefMaker can do with your beef, because as you know, I'm on lion diet. I almost eat beef exclusively. So it's been a big part of my way of eating, and that's why I continue to talk about beef with the ChefMaker here. And I know a lot of you are following a similar way of eating, so that's why I keep talking about beef for you. This time I want to show you something. You know, one of my viewers asked me when I made a recent video, how come yours comes out looking so crispy out of the ChefMaker, almost like you did it from frozen, like you used to do with your old air fryer? And I said, well, sometimes when I'm in a hurry and I don't have time to wait for all the smart process to go through, I'll just throw it in there at 15 minutes on 450 degrees and heat it that way, because I'm in a hurry. I got to get to work. I got to get a video done. I got so much going on all the time with my family. We've had some illness in the family, so that's been adding a lot of stress to things. And I've just been in a hurry. But there is a better way than what I mentioned I did, and that's to use the probe cooking feature. The probe cooking feature is a simple way to just make sure you get the steak to the temperature you want. Now, any good temperature probe can do this, but this is just one more feature that gives the ChefMaker some versatility that allows you to be able to adjust how you're going to cook, so that maybe if you're in a time crunch, but you don't want to have your steak overcooked, you don't want to have your steak undercooked, but you want to get it done in a hurry, probe cooking can provide that for you. So I'm going to cook this beautiful ribeye here. Let's see how big this sucker is real quick. This is going to be my last meal for the day and my first meal for the day. It's a 1.6 ounce or 1 pound 6 ounce steak. So what's that? 22 ounces. And that is going to be my last meal before I start a new 72-hour fast. And I got videos talking about the fasting I've been doing, so I'm not going to get into that right now. But this is going to be it right here. And today, let's see, what do I want to use? Regular salt. I'm going to go with the smoked salt. This is apple pecan smoked salt. The funny thing is this particular salt, they talk about being good for chicken and other things that are, they don't list beef on there, but I have thoroughly enjoyed this smoked salt on my beef, so I certainly recommend it. So I'm going to coat that side, then I'm going to coat the sides. You can see I've gotten to where I don't even open the lid anymore. I just take the whole lid off. It is real easy to overdo it when you're salting your steaks this way, but I think I've gotten the trick down as far as making sure I don't go too much for the most part. Every once in a while I'll pat out too much this way, so you might want to keep using the lid if you don't want to get a big smother of salt on there that just takes up too much. Alright. So here's how the probe cook works. Pretty much a lot like the ChefMaker mode works. I'm going to take the probe, and I'm also going to look and see where about the center of the steak is, because that's where I want the probe to be. So I'm going to push the probe in exactly that far. You don't want it to be in too far because it'll confuse the machine. You want to make sure the center of the probe is in the center of the steak, at the thickest part of the steak. Set it inside, and then the probe just attaches right here, a little snap. Make sure you push your wire down so it's not going to be pressed up against the leads on the inside there. All right. Oh, got to make make sure to add some water. That's one of the unique things about the ChefMaker, is it has this little water canister here at the top of the unit that allows it to sprinkle moisture on the steak while it's cooking, because all cooking is going to cause some moisture loss, but this actually adds a little bit back. You got your you got 5 choices of what you can do here: chef mode, classic cook, probe cook, favorites, and settings. So I'm going to scroll down to probe cook, hit start, and I'm going to set my internal temperature at 135. And then I'm going to hit the start button. I'm going to set the ambient temperature as high as it'll go on this one, which is 400 degrees. So we'll see how long it takes for this to get done. All right, it just finished. It was right at 18.5 minutes, 19 minutes. I'd have to go back and look at the tape. Hopefully it recorded. I noticed that I had a memory card error. So hopefully that last bit of footage was still there where I was showing an up close of the screen here. But the unique thing I liked is I wanted to see this. I had seen it with other temperature probe designs like the Meter Plus. And what it does is it cuts the cooking off a couple of degrees before you get to your final temperature. And that's important because that resting time, that 5 to 10 minutes that you let your steak rest, it's still cooking. So you don't want to actually stop once it hits that temperature. You want to stop just before that temperature so that while it's resting, it will hit that temperature and be exactly the way you wanted it cooked. Now, one thing you do want to do is pull it out of the air fryer fairly quickly. And the first thing I'll do is show you that it looks wonderful. Right on the very top of the steak, you got a nice crust. So I'm real happy with how that looks. I'm gonna grab my tongs here. I use tongs that have either silicone tips or bamboo. My bamboo tongs kind of got wasted because my son was washing them in the dishwasher, and they're not made to be washed in the dishwasher. I'm gonna go ahead and pull off the temperature probe. This is what I mean about washing, or how easy this is to clean. I'm going to show you this real quick. A lot of people have asked me to show you the cleaning that I do in the sink. It's pretty much just as simple as I hate to have so much recording time without me saying anything or showing you anything up close, but you can see it's clean as a whistle. All I did was spray it off. Now I'll take a paper towel and wipe it down. So you don't have a lot of mess, you don't have a lot of trash to worry about. I'm only going to use a half tear of paper towel, and this thing's going to be perfect. Clean as a whistle. And one thing you could do if you want to do a little extra cleaning is once it cools down, right up around the fan area in there, it's very accessible compared to other air fryers so that you can get in there and clean that. I got to admit, I am lazy about doing that. So sometimes mine gets a little more scarred, but it can be done if you're not as lazy as I am. Or maybe not lazy, but if you're just not in a hurry as I am. As a matter of fact, my wife is texting me now because she needs my help with something outside. But that cleaning process also gave me time to go ahead and let this steak rest for a moment. So let's cut into it and see how she looks. Oh baby, this looks so good. Man, does this look good. Isn't that a thing of beauty? Now, for the real test. Perfection. Wonderful. It's got a nice crisp exterior, a nice juicy interior. Haven't lost hardly any moisture. That's kind of natural for most air fryers, but especially with the Dreo ChefMaker with the added water spray feature. I don't know that that actually engages during the probe cooking, but all I do know is I get juicy, delicious steaks every single time. And if you're interested in getting one, as I know I've been talking about these a long time, this Black Friday may be your best shot yet. 41% off, saving $144. You'll pay $215. You can go straight to the Amazon link I have in the description. I also have my link direct to Dreo. I don't know if they're going to be doing the same discount on the direct link, so please check both. Doesn't matter which one you use. They do give me a little something for it. I got an Amazon Associates account and I'm set up with Dreo, so they help support the channel. I appreciate them for that. I appreciate this machine. You know, initially when they reached out to me to try this out, I was not interested. But they were so cute in their reply when I didn't respond. They sent me a little video of Tom and Jerry, and it showed Jerry pacing back and forth nervously, and he said that we're hoping you're going to get back to us. They really wanted me to try this out. And you know, for a company to reach out to my channel and want to find out about me representing their product, I thought, you know, that is really cool that they're truly interested. A lot of times I get so many contacts from companies that I just have no interest in representing and I don't get back to them. But I am glad that I got back with Dreo about this ChefMaker because I've enjoyed it. As you've seen earlier, a lot of my viewers have thoroughly enjoyed their ChefMaker. It's a good thing all the way around. And I hope you guys enjoy it. If you buy one, please let me know your thoughts when you do get it. I want to be able to continue to share that information with people. And I hope you guys have a happy Thanksgiving. I'll see you next time. I love you, ChefMaker.
If we pay extra, could we maybe get some grease or fat?
Mmm.